What's going on? Jake here with Uncommon EDC. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Going Gear EDC Club Premium subscription for December 2024. Now this one came a little bit late, but still made it just in time to make it in December. So if you're not familiar with the Going Gear EDC Club, this is a monthly subscription that offers two tiers. Your standard, which is $60 a month plus shipping. That one sends you 2 to 5 pieces of EDC gear, or you can opt for the premium. That one's $200 a month plus shipping. Gets you everything that comes in the standard box, plus at least one additional, what they consider to be premium EDC item. They've been on a really great run lately. I've really enjoyed the last several boxes, so excited to see if they can keep that going this month. With that being said, let's dive right into December's box. We'll start with the standard box, work our way from least expensive to most expensive before moving on to that premium box. So up first in the standard this month, we get the NSF Tool Burrito. And so you notice this one's still in the wrapping. Typically I unpackage everything before making the video. In this case, I made an exception because I actually already own multiple of the Tool Burrito. So I still need to decide what I want to do with this, whether I want to sell it, give it away, or keep it and just use it for something else. But I have made a dedicated video on the Tool Burrito. If you want to see a more in-depth look at this, what the inside looks like, all of that great stuff. It's made originally to be a knife maintenance tool roll, but they offer a bunch of different suggestions of what you can use it for on the back. I will say it's a really great, just well thought out tool roll if you're looking to put together a knife maintenance kit. But here's some of the suggestions for those that are interested. Keep your knife maintenance tool handy, so obviously they listed that first. Use the fold over flap as a part holder during disassembly. Curseless magnetic corners keep knife screws from escaping. Store thread locker, lube, strop compound, and late night snacks. Zip up old parts, gotta have those aftermarket upgrades, right? And circle your grill knife in a portable protected burrito bed. Stockpile your micron pens for doodle sessions. Protect your Space Kitty knife scale collection. Stow your titanium pen posse. Fill it full of frozen chimichanga. So lots of great suggestions there. Obviously some joking ones in there as well. Value on this is $17.99, so not ultra expensive if you're not subscribed and you're interested in a tool roll. I think this is a really good one to look up. Check out my pouch playlist. So I have a couple really great tool roll options if you're looking for something a little bit different as well. Now, next up in the standard, we have the Gonzo Firebird. This is model F753M1 for them, priced at $19.99. Believe it or not, this is actually my very first Gonzo knife. They're a pretty popular brand over on Amazon, known for being extremely budget friendly and great value for the price point. And I will agree based off of just kind of first impressions. We've got G10 scales, a little bit on the heavier side for its size at 4.4 ounces. Really nice blade profile on this though, 440C on the steel, so obviously ultra budget materials, but you kind of expect that when you're paying ultra budget prices. Now the one knock I will have on this, I've heard nothing but good things about Gonzo, pretty solid reviews, and I've thought about checking them out for a while, just never pulled the trigger. With mine, right out of the box, the action is pretty scummy. So they have what they call their G-lock. And you can see, without applying some pressure, that's not closing. This is not assisted or anything like that. It just has really bad action. And so I can flip it open with one flick, and you just have to get a really nice, consistent flick. My wife wasn't able to flip it open. She was able to kind of slow roll it open, but even she noted that she didn't really love the action on this. And so you can flick it open, but closing it, you're gonna have to apply some pressure on the blade at some point. You can swing it closed partially, but again, need to apply a little bit of pressure to the back of the blade to finish up that closing. Now I imagine that once I tune this up a little bit, clean it up, maybe loosen that pivot just a eighth of a turn or so, this is going to break in nicely and it'll be perfectly fine, because I've seen plenty of people fidgeting with these, playing with these in videos, and the action is much better than what I have here. So not completely unexpected at a knife at this price point, but there are also plenty of knives in the price range that come with good action out of the box. So that was a little bit of a knock on it, but I'm not gonna, write it off just yet. I will definitely work on tuning that up, give it a fair shake, and make a full video on this in the future. So again, valued at $19.99. We do get one more item in the standard this month, and it's probably the most exciting for me because this is a company I've been wanting to check out for a while. I think they're pretty new. At least I just discovered them a few months ago, and I've wanted to take a look at some of their products since. So really glad to see this in the box, and that's the Gear SK0. And yes, this is a new flashlight company, or at least new to me flashlight company, but with some really cool looking designs. I like the design language of their flashlights, and they also offer a lot of really innovative and different features on their lights, including this one. And so I haven't read the instructions on this yet. It has a two-way pocket clip, which is great, but it seems to have a pretty simple user interface. Click it to turn it on, and you can see that it starts off in low mode. You can hold that button to cycle through. It does have a memory mode, so if I turn it off in high, it goes back on in high. and we can cycle back down to low. Double tap to get into our turbo, and probably my favorite feature of all is one you may not have noticed yet. If we hold this for about a second and let go, there are 6 LED lights on the tubular portion of this flashlight, so it can kind of act as like a little area lantern when you set that down, which is a really neat feature. I didn't notice it at first. I noticed there was some yellow there, but I just thought they were design accent colors, but I really love seeing that on here. So 6 LEDs in total to give you that 360 lights. And the another nice thing about it is it actually includes 4 different filters that you can add to that tube to change the output of that light to match whatever color you want. So if you want red lights, you can snap on the red filter. If you want blue lights, you can snap on the blue filter. So it comes with a bunch of those. Also comes with this small little glow-in-the-dark lanyard pull that you can attach to it. So you have that glow-in-the-dark feature as well. And it's all being powered by a 14500 USB-C rechargeable battery. And so really, really excited about this one. Valued at $59.99, which is the full value of our standard box, meaning that if this is how you look at it, the other 2 items are completely free since this is the cost of the full box. And so definitely got our values worth in terms of numeric dollar value at $97.97 for the standard box. I always target 150% or so, and we hit that mark on the standard box pretty easily. And so I think great value here. I like all the items, most excited for the loop gear, but like all the items in the box, I think a really nice, well-rounded. You get a knife, a flashlight, and a place to store them. So pretty well-rounded standard box overall. Now for our premium, also got a really exciting item. I saw the name, I recognized it, I couldn't remember what exactly it looked like, but the Gonzo Knife Snick flipper. And so right off the bat when I saw this, it just has this gritty kind of rugged look that I absolutely love. I'm not always the biggest fan of Gonzo knife designs, especially their super like out there kind of almost gas station-y designs where they're over designed, but I think this just has a really clean look. That green micarta is super rough and soft, pairs really nicely with the stonewash on the titanium and that 20V blade. And so we're getting ultra premium materials, a great look, valued at $188.95. This one, despite being the much bigger knife than that Gonzo, is about a full ounce less at 3.4 ounces. Nice clip point blade. I love a clip point. The jimping's pretty effective. It's fairly thin in your hand as well. Feels good. And I think just looks great. Super fidgety. Got that frame lock on there. And much, much better action right out of the box than what we got with that Gonzo. And so overall, super impressed with this knife. I'm super excited about this one. I think I recognized it because it's probably a pretty popular model, and I can see why. It's got great belly on it and just a great overall design. It feels good in hand and it looks great, so really nothing I can complain about on this one. It also does come with an additional pocket clip, so it's set up for right hand pocket clip, but you can swap that over for the left hand pocket clip that's included in the pouch if you're left-handed. Now obviously it's still a frame lock, so the experience isn't quite ambidextrous, but a little bit more lefty friendly than a lot of models that we've been seeing lately on the channel. So definitely excited to see the swappable pocket clip included with the knife itself. So overall, that brings the total value of the premium up to $286.92. So not quite the 150% that we're targeting, but right there knocking on the door. And I absolutely love the knife. I love the flashlight. And so I think this is another winner of a box for me. Looking forward to spending more time with these items and obviously doing full reviews on the 3 that I haven't already reviewed. But again, thank you so much for watching. I'll try and link in the end screen to the Tool Burrito if you're interested in checking that out, since I didn't go too in-depth in this video on that, and for those that haven't seen it. But thanks again for watching. Let me know your thoughts on both these boxes down in the comments, which items were your favorite from each, and if you think it was worth it this month. But I appreciate everyone who tuned in. If you enjoyed the video, consider liking, commenting, subscribing, joining the channel as a member, checking out some of my other videos. They'll help the channel out a ton, and I hope you have a great one. Take care.